Hello class. So we're in our second part of the class and we are in the part where we're gonna add charcoal, okay, which is like a chalk type of consistency. So it looks like this. It's kind of dirty on your hands. You will need to prepare tissue paper for your hands, and you can wet it a little bit so that your hands can be cleaner, but you can have that on hand. And so you're gonna need a piece of charcoal. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our drawings that we created and we're gonna start outlining all the pencil lines to create more depth to our drawings. So I'm gonna move this, you can see. And be careful not to do too many hands touching on the paper, because you're gonna create all kinds of spots. You can still blend them and make them look like water and values of the water, but you don't want to have too many blotches there and spots on your paper. So you want to be careful where you touch. So you're going to be adding charcoal. Okay, so what we're gonna do is you can also have a brush ready too that will help you keep your hands cleaner. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna outline like I did here. So you're gonna take your charcoal, you're gonna start outlining your drawing, and you can add some more details, like I'm adding little folds along the turtle's neckline. I'm gonna darken the eye, and you don't need to outline every single pencil line. Leave some in so that you can have a little more, you can see the pencil lines and you can see the charcoal, so you can have more definition and more detail. So don't cover absolutely everything, and you can see that that's giving you a lot of definition now, a lot of pretty detail, and it looks all colored in and beautiful. It looks more 3D coming out, right? So I'm going to show you one more time on this one. I'm going to take some of the charcoal with the dry brush technique and just dry brushing the details I've placed in. And I can just go over the pencil lines and not worry about adding more charcoal. And if you make a mistake and go outside of the lines, don't worry, there's going to be water around that. So we can blend those water lines in and make it look like that's just water around her face. If you make a mistake, that's fine, because we're going to blend that all in. Okay? So again, you're going to take your charcoal. You're going to outline the areas you want to definitely highlight, or you can just go on the side of the charcoal and just add larger spatches like so, or you can choose to outline everything meticulously like that too, going over the pencil lines too. Whatever looks good and artistically feels pleasing. You can be creative in this part. In all parts you should be creative, really. Okay, so you can add more details like this, more lines around the shelf, and again put your more charcoal down, and you're gonna start blending. And you can rub and blend. That way you can stretch that charcoal into it and really rub it. This kind of brush is actually watercolor brush. It would be better to have the acrylic brush for this, because the bristles are much harder. They're synthetic, and these watercolor brushes are more natural. And so this will be more hard and will create a better blending. So this kind of brush would be best for the charcoal lesson. Okay, so you're gonna push hard, just dry brushing and move your pigment, your charcoal all around that shell. And we're gonna do it one more time on this one. And you can see each time I can leave some areas. Don't cover all of the white paper with one block because you want the highlights, you want the light touching. You don't want everything to be the same tone. You want to have the dark tones from the lines, the light tones from where the light is hitting the shell, and you want to have the medium tones, which are the grays, where you blend in it. So allow some highlights and some lowlights as you're blending your charcoal. All right. Next up, we're going to add more charcoal to the fins. You have the front fins and the back fins. Add some details. See how it feels. And I'm just gonna very loosely go around over the pencil lines I already made. And I'm gonna just do the same and blend it over like so. As you can see, that blended really nicely. I'll do the same on this one. Here I already started working on the water lines, as you can see. So you can outline your motion lines, and I'm just kind of doing a circular motion now for the water to blend that in. You can add more by using also the side. So you can lay the side down and cover more of the area. Don't do too much. Okay, and when you are finished and ready, and there's still time in class, what we can do is we can do another step, which is adding this kind of natural tone color, this natural color. We can go over that with a little bit of watercolor, and we can even do a third little color in there to give it even more dimension, more interest with that natural tan color, and touch up any areas that you would like with that natural clay kind of color, and make it very earthy composition. I'm only touching side here just a little bit, so it looks like there is a source of light coming from here, like I did here, and I did the motion lines as well with the watercolor. And you can work this for the detail that you like as much as you like. Blend it together as much as you like, and when you're happy, do leave some white areas. Don't cover everything. Just make sure that your name is signed. Okay, so somewhere where I photographed it for Artsonia, so somewhere on the bottom or on the top, don't forget, check if you wrote your name. I'm gonna write my name as Miss Kramer. You can write your first name and last name and your class code. Okay, I'm gonna say Art. Your class code will have number of the name of the teacher's initials and also your number of your class. So we're gonna go over that according to your grade. So don't forget to sign so we can photograph it for your online portfolio. And after that, you're gonna be done with this part. And now it's your turn. I can't wait to see your amazing sea turtles. And now is your turn. I hope you enjoy your drawing. See you in the next class. Bye-bye.